Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, CT5 once again. This one's entitled Digital Solutions, Physical Problems. I mean, let's face it, with the technology we have at our disposal, myself included, we tend to go to Google or some other search engine for solutions for problems. And, it's not as it used to be, where people kind of created a network of acquaintances, possibly friends who knew somebody, and they would give you the number and you'll contact them personally and say, hey, I've got a job that I'm curious as far as how to do, and can you help me do it? Um, Actually, with, for example, with a technological problem, you can go to a search engine and say, okay, how do I reset my phone, or how do I reset my computer? How do I reset a television? And so on. My two questions to all of you is, are there problems that relate to your disability that you would use a search engine for? Whether, for example, more complex search engines would be Perplexity AI, um, ChatGPT, for example, maybe. But there's a difference between the AI and search engine. What do you think the difference is as far as the answers? What do you think the difference is concerning this particular subject matter being trustworthy? Um, do you trust this information versus, um, once again, concerning the disability aspect, would you trust electronic information versus an actual physician? I myself would be asking a physician about this particular issue because some of these things can't be resolved by AI, much less a internet search engine such as Google, Yahoo, um, and so on. I think that for simple versus complex, um, however you define the terms themselves, complex or more problematic issues concerning disabilities, you should consult your primary care. Um, it's more of an issue of common sense, I think, versus people are, it seems in this generation, people are looking for quote unquote quick solutions. And we use the term very loosely. With my disability, or disabilities, plural, um, I tend to really not do that. I tend to trust physicians versus search engines. More electronic issues, computers, phones, and so on. I tend to trust electronic solutions because you can find a video on YouTube as far as how to reset something, how to reprogram something, and it's just, I don't know, kids these days, the in the words of George Carlin, we've learned to rush but not to wait. And I think that's the case with this generation. They want answers and they want them very quickly. And certain answers concerning disabilities you need very, very quickly because the problem has become so intense that you need the answers as soon as you possibly can. As far as disability management, as far as, dare I say, disability suppression, and I myself with the legal legal blindness, you can't really fix that too much. But a solution, electronic solution um, to manage that is through programs that are adaptive technology. JAWS, which is a screen reader, primarily Windows, um, Fusion, which is another screen reader, and ZoomText, which all three are technology programs that are fairly pricey. Luckily, I was able to get them for school-related um, issues, and I've used them quite frequently. Because some size fonts I can't really read, um, and I have to. I mean, I can't really read books anymore either, and as such, I have to have them on audio. And so, the majority of the books that I have, if not all of them, are on audio. Or if I can find a large print novel through the library, I'm more than happy to do it. But I think audiobooks are a better solution because it creates a, dare I say, cinematic version of a character that, in the way the author wants you to see them, rather than cinema creating it for you. You create a cinematic version in your head of this particular um, novel. And so, I mean, you know, my question to all of you is, well, um, as far as disabilities, um, who would you trust more often? Would you trust a search engine? Would you trust a uh, in-person meeting with your physician? And again, it of course depends upon the severity of the disability. And I'll agree that the more severe disabilities require a um, consultation with a primary care physician. Now, I'm curious as to your thoughts and feelings on this one. Once again, comments and are more than welcome. And you, you're more than welcome to leave a comment, and I will be more than happy to talk with you on any video platform available. Again, if you would please like and subscribe to the channel for videos similar to this, it'd be greatly appreciated. So until the next time, CT5 signing off. Thank you.